from Dish Nation and the Heidi and Frank show on KLOS Radio.
You said you talked about this ad nauseum.
Well, yeah,
this morning
on the Heidi and Frank show, and it's very interesting when you open up and you have live radio and you have callers, and there is no gray area with Tom Brady.
Hey, look at this new billboard. This is in New York.
Tom Shady.
Tom Shady.
Bunch of New Yorkers got together, bought a billboard.
JETS, Jets.
Yeah.
Well, kind of depends on what part of the country you're in,
Exactly,
right?
yeah. It is crazy. I mean, people were so passionate about it this morning.
And the majority of calls, what? People
hate the Patriots. They hate Tom Brady. And I mean, I guess there's a lot of reasons to hate him. You know, you're like, I'm really good looking. I've won 4 Super Bowls.
I have a supermodel wife.
Yeah, I have a Brazilian supermodel wife. Like, he has everything going for him, and they're just like, they hate him.
So, see, you're not perfect.
Exactly right. And so now the 4-game suspension.
But, you know, you have to put it into perspective, as we do with the NFL. Like, when you have a bunch of guys on these rosters that have felonies.
Exactly.
You know,
Thank
and you're demonizing Tom Brady for what he may or may not
taking a pound of pressure, maybe not out of a football. I mean, not to get all hardcore, because I don't want to do that. But I did mention it a little bit this morning. It's like when Ray Rice, you know, knocked his fiancee out in an elevator and drug her by her hair. They were like, "Hey, you should sit out 2 games." That's yeah. Oh, but God forbid, deflate a football, and it's like 4-game suspension. That does seem a little crazy. Like, I don't understand.
The only thing that kind of bothers me a little bit is the locker room attendants. Suspending those guys, like, you know, they're just doing
they're not making Brady cash.
Well, they're just doing what they're told.
But did you see the text
basically, you know,
messages
it's
from
like
them?
Tom Brady should just take ownership of it. Liz is shaking her head, but Tom Brady
goes to the integrity of the game.
Get
Goes
over
to the
it.
integrity of the game.
Yeah, but
Well, listen, those are off-the-field problems. Guys who are bad guys who smack their wives.
Right.
That
but those
doesn't.
guys
That's
are
very,
like-
very bad,
those
and the
guys are
public has
like-
spoken out against that.
But shouldn't Tom Brady just say, it was my fault,
Yes.
those guys were just doing what I was told?
Yes and no. First of all, the integrity of the game. If all bettors or gamblers or people can't say, oh, this game is on an even field, right?
Right.
Then the integrity of the game's ruined. So it actually hurts football more
know,
than
but I know what I'm
smacking your
saying
wife.
is that they're just
the
little
second thing with
guys,
Tom
you know.
Brady, Tom Brady still can come forward and go, hey, yeah, you know, look, I told him to deflate those footballs a little bit, but I didn't know we'd go outside the rules. My bad. I'm sorry. I think people will like him better for it.
I do think
He can
whenever you
still
own your
do
stuff,
it. He has to own that. Instead, smug. I showed you that video yesterday, laughing. Tom Sawyer.
He was in front of a group that were his fans, that were Patriot fans. The people.
He knew he was safe to do that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not safe for the rest
You know,
of the country.
there's a
And we're showing
GoFundMe
that.
page. People are raising money to pay that $1 million Deflategate fine.
Oh,
for the
yes,
team.
because
the
NFL
NFL owners
poor.
can barely
Because they're
afford
poor.
this fine.
Right.
They're making so much money. Roger Goodell's getting paid $45 million a year.
Sales of
Trust me,
merchandise
they make
for
more than
Tom
he
Brady
does.
has
But it is the largest
doubled.
fine ever.
True, yeah. But this doesn't go to off-the-field problems like smoking marijuana, having a DUI, individuals. This is about the game. The
What
game
about the
of
hit
football
list?
is
Weren't they
bigger.
Would
And
the Saints have that hit list to
and
take
Yeah.
down guys?
Hire
That
an
was Sean
investigator
Payton
for
was
that.
suspended for the entire year.
Yeah, but hire
entire
this independent investigator to
They
see
did.
what exactly happened. Yeah.
They did do that.
And you know, the guys that deflated the balls, did you read those texts back and forth?
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
they
yeah.
supposedly Tom Brady was giving them a little bit of money and new shoes, oddly enough.
I don't know about
As long as I get
not
my new
money.
kicks.
Not money. Autographs.
Autographs.
But that's typical. That's normal to give guys.
They
who
love
work for nothing.
shoes.
And I guess if they look at him as their boss,
Yeah.
then if
What
he's
are you
like,
gonna
hey,
do?
can you
I don't know if they look at him as the boss. They
But
look
like,
at him as
hey,
the hero of the town.
right?
the
But if he's telling
biggest-
you to do something like, hey, can you lose a pound on that ball? And they're like, no problem, man. No problem. Got it.
Yeah, but they can't. I mean, they're the ones who are always going to pay, are the ones who don't.
What I don't understand is, how did the refs not know during the game? The ref touches the ball in between every play. How did he not pick it up and go, that one feels a little
Heidi,
squishy.
it's
Let's toss
We've been
that
saying
one.
that all
Great point.
along.
Like, why are we?
And
why
then
did it
there's
take
been changes now, right? They've decided that they're going to have more oversight over how the balls are checked before they go.
You know what? Yes, I don't know what the changes are. I haven't seen any announcements for that. They'll probably pay closer attention. But what I did see before I came out here today is Major League Baseball. Baseball is going to pay attention to the baseballs. Not that you can deflate a baseball.
Can you-
But you
Yeah,
can
but
you
tar
can-
it.
you can pine tar it, you can
scuff it. The
Have a
pitchers tell us
Vaseline.
stories about how when they catch a ball in baseball, they'll take it and scuff it on their heel, then throw it back to the
There
pitcher.
was a player a long
It
time ago that had
changes
like
the rotation.
an emery board or like some
Yeah.
sort of nail file, and he would
It's
just
the
be
same
like,
thing.
yes.
Grease
They're
under the
going to
hat,
pay
you know.
closer attention to their baseballs. I'm careful not to say balls. Notice that
It's hard to dance around.
double
I have never talked
entendre.
more about balls in my life
I
than I
mean,
did on our show
join the
this morning.
club.
freely.
Listen,
But people are passionate
I find
about
that hard to believe.
I'm worried
Easy,
that
Bobby.
when they When
Really
they
quickly-
have to cast the Tom Brady movie, they're never going to find actors as hot as him and Giselle to play those roles.
Are you kidding?
I mean, this is going to be a real...
What's his name? The backup for Tom Brady's.
He's really good looking.
I'm telling you,
He's
they must.
really good
What is
looking.
up
Okay.
with the
We're going to forget about Tom.
Before you guys start keep gushing,
Right.
let's talk about Lindsay Lohan because we did tease this.
All right, I'm leaving 'cause I
She
can't
has-
talk
She's like,
well,
no,
you can't talk.
I'm
You
out.
can't. But she had to complete 120 hours. She was supposed to be here, and apparently she hasn't started yet
Well, she was
because
supposed to start. Well, listen to where she's doing the community service. She's doing it at a preschool in Brooklyn.
I mean, think of the children.
Right?
Why? Who
Like,
assigned her?
if you're the parent, when the parents are getting a letter home saying, "Hey, just wanted to let you know that
Lindsay will
Lindsay
be looking
Lohan's
after
going to be
you."
here starting on Wednesday." I mean, I don't know that I would want Lindsay Lohan anywhere near my kid. But apparently, they said that she's going to be doing administrative work. So I get, what is that? Making copies and working in the office? I have no idea.
Making
She's not going to
worksheet
complete this
dittos.
either.
It's pretty clear she's not going to make it.
Not by
Yeah.
May 28th. She's only got, what, 2 weeks if she starts
She
tomorrow.
should just toss it in, have a good time, take the jail time, because you know they're only going to keep her there for like 3 hours.
Listen, I have friends that have toddlers. I guarantee I could call them right now and they'd say, I'd rather go to jail for 9 months than have to spend any more time with the kids.
Than the toddlers.
Put me to jail again. I get a
That's-
little break from the kids.
That's punishment enough.
Right.
And this is why you're childless.
Right.
Check out Dish Nation weeknights 6:30, 11:30 right here on Fox 11. Heidi Hamilton.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure.
Thank
Oh,
you.
also Heidi and Frank show. Let's not forget. I love this photo that they used for this because
I know.
it looks
What-
just so photoshopped. You're like.